guys, Marina Mackenzie here today, and this video is gonna be about my voice problem. I actually wasn't gonna talk about it, but after watching this girl's video, I was able to think about it in a different way, and I thought that maybe sharing it would make me feel better about it, and it would also give people the opportunity to understand what's going on with me. So let's get it started. I'm having surgery tomorrow. That's a thing, huh? Not a lot of people know about that because, like I said, I was trying to keep it very private. I was a little bit embarrassed of this problem. I really don't know why. Because it's not really my fault. So let's go back to when it all started. It was back in 2015. I was living in South Dakota at the time. I had just moved from Brazil, and you guys can't imagine, like, going to South Dakota from Brazil. It's like a big change, especially when it comes to weather. And that was like a really hard winter for me. And at that time I was working in a daycare, and we had to take the children outside like for 30 to 45 minutes every day. So I ended up being like really sick. I had the flu for like 2 weeks, and my voice was completely gone. And I was like, okay, like that's normal. That actually had happened before, so I was not very worried about it. But I mean, like, I couldn't even say hi. It was like really weird. Anyways, so my voice like never really came back, and I started getting worried about it because I dealt with not having a voice for almost a month. People would always ask me like, oh, what's wrong with your voice? Like, oh, do you have a cold or something like that? And I started feeling really frustrated because, if you guys don't know about that, if you know me, you know that. But anyways, I am a teacher and also a singer, so my voice is like everything for me, really everything. And that's when I started to get more worried about it, and I thought like maybe it's time for me to look for help, because not only I didn't have a voice, but it would also hurt so much when I had to just like, I mean, normal things like, oh, hey, how you doing? Or yes, thank you, like those would be fine. But if I had to like record a video like this, I would be dying. Like my voice would hurt so much. It still does. It's hurting right now. But it was like much worse. So then I went to the doctor, and he told me I had a polyp on my right vocal cord, and it was a pretty big one. He mentioned surgery, but he didn't want to do that at first because they always say like surgery is the last option for a singer and blah blah blah. So he told me that I should do like some speech therapy, which I did. And I'm gonna be honest, not trying to say that it doesn't work for anyone, but for me it did not work very well. Like, of course it was nice to have like to learn exercises to like warm my voice up once I'm a singer, and I never really took like singing lessons and stuff. But the real problem was still there, and I could feel it. So I kind of like quit on the therapy. My voice was like much better than it was when it first started, but it wasn't my voice. Like, it wasn't the same. Like, I couldn't sing the same songs. I couldn't reach the same notes, and it was kind of worrying and frustrating for me. So I kept looking for other resources, like what could I do about it. Then I went to a doctor in Brazil, and he told me pretty much the same stuff. He compared the pictures of my vocal cord, and he said it was a lot smaller than it was before, that it would eventually go away if I kept like, resting my voice and doing all the exercises. So that was a big thing for me. Like, I got excited, of course. I was like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna be quiet and it's gonna go away. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. And again, being a teacher and a singer, there's no way that you're gonna be that quiet. And everything got worse when I moved to Las Vegas and I started working for an ESL school. I mean, that was my dream job. I had so much fun, like, teaching here in America. It was like, oh my gosh, fucking great. But I was like literally talking for 6 hours straight to a classroom full of people, and I noticed that my voice was just getting much worse, like really bad. It was to the point where I would come home and I would be in such a bad mood because I didn't want to talk to anyone. Like, you know, my fiance would come home and like I would only say hi and he would be like, why are you so quiet? And then I would start like crying about it because I'm gonna get emotional about it, oh my gosh. Okay, anyways, I would start like crying because I wanted to come home and be able to sing. I wanted to like call my friends and my family on the phone and talk to them, but I didn't feel like it because my voice was like really, you know, sore, if that's the right word to describe it. And it was always hoarse. At that point I wasn't able to sing anything, like anything. I would pick up my guitar and I would try to sing a stupid like Taylor Swift song that was not hard at all, and my voice wouldn't just go. It wouldn't go. So I was like, okay, this has been going on for a while now and I need to find something. So I started looking into surgery because I really thought that that was the only thing that would, you know, solve my problem, because I had tried speech therapy for a while. I had seen different doctors, and then I went to another doctor here in Vegas, and he actually suggested that I had surgery, and that was such a relief because most doctors don't do that. So he was like, well, it's pretty big, you're a singer, I know you need your voice, let's do it. So I am going to Chicago actually to do this surgery. It should be, like, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I'm going under general anesthesia, which is a little scary, but the surgery shouldn't take too long, and I have so much faith that after the surgery everything's going to go back to normal. And here's where I want to explain why it's been so frustrating and why I haven't worked on my music. It's literally because of this. Like, I have 12 songs that are like pretty much done. I just need like to go to the studio and record them, but I haven't been able to do that. So I was able to put one of my songs out. If you haven't listened to it, the link is right here below. I hope you like it, but my voice was already messed up there. It was really hard to make it sound decent at least, but I really felt like I had to put that song out at that time. Like, it meant a lot to me. But definitely, like, after my surgery, I'm gonna have to be quiet for a long time. I'm gonna have to slowly learn how to speak again, because apparently I was using my voice the wrong way, and that's why I damaged my vocal cord. Even though it's not totally my fault, maybe I've had that since I was a little kid, because my voice has always been sensitive, like always. You know, I remember when I was a little kid, I would go to an amusement park and my voice would be totally gone for like 3 days. And people would be like, what the heck? And I thought it was normal, you know, but when you grow up and when you start using your voice for work and you notice, you know, it's getting worse and worse, like it's so much more frustrating. But that's it. Like, I want to tell you guys that I'm gonna be working on my music. I'm very thankful for everyone's support, you know, even though I haven't talked about it to a lot of people. The ones that I have been like very supportive. I really did feel very lonely at times, because when you tell people you have a voice problem, they normally don't understand. And I'm getting emotional about it again. But they go like, oh, what? You sound fine. And I've literally had people tell me to like give up on it. You know, just find another hobby. You can do other stuff, and it's been really hard for me to take that in a good way. Like, I'm not gonna give up. I may not be like the best singer out there, but I feel like I'm gifted, and I love singing, and I also love teaching. Like, those are literally, they are my world. This is what I do, and this is what makes me feel, you know, good. So when you have that, you don't need to find another hobby. You need to take care of your voice, or you need to take care of whatever you need to continue doing what you love. And okay, if the surgery doesn't work out, and if I'm never able to sing again, fine, but I've tried everything. I literally got tired of feeling down about it. I thought maybe that's why I didn't want to record a video, you know, talking about this, because it would just make me sadder and sadder. But now, like, I'm totally okay with it. I'm not even that worried about the surgery. Like I said, I'm very confident. I'm not worried about what people think. I just want to, you know, get my voice back, and I'll do whatever it takes for it to happen. But anyways, guys, thanks again for watching this video. And for, if you've been there for me, thank you for your support. Okay, so yeah, thank you. Wish me luck tomorrow. Everything is gonna be fine. Thank you, guys.